Hey guys, and welcome to an exciting special edition of Blunderful Basics with ta-da me. And you can ignore the fact that I was watching NBC earlier. We are going to learn how to make our very own mesh avatar. We're going to use the open source free software called MakeHuman, and you can find it at makehumancommunity.org. And I'll give you the link in class, don't you worry. So, what you're going to go do is you do not want this one, okay? So you're going to go to the downloads, and you do not want that one. You want the stable version, so you'll just click on the link for Windows or OS X, which I guess is for Mac, and then from there you know what to do, right? You would click on that and it'll download and blah blah blah. Now I've already downloaded it and I've got it all ready. Let me just make this go away. And when you open it up after you've installed it, all right, it's going to look like this, and it's going to say it's a character creation site. Parts of the program may contain nudity. Do you want to continue? And you're going to say yes. And now I can make this fill the screen so you can see. And right now it's androgynous, so I don't have to put clothes on it, but I'm going to make it look like a female. For my case, so we're gonna have to put clothes on it, so we're gonna click on the geometries tag, and they used to have this really cute little suit, like skin suit you could put on, but they don't have that anymore. But here's all your choices, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put on, I guess, a sports suit. Okay, now to make it look more female, those are these sliders over here. If we start with gender, all the way this way, that's a guy. All right, all the way this way, that's a girl. Age, you make it really old, really young. Just keep it right about in the middle. You can play with the muscle tone. More muscle, no muscle. We'll do more muscle. And then weight, make them really skinny, less skinny, and we're gonna go right about there. Proportions. About there. I do this because it's on the facial features that you really can see. Come on. There we go. And let's, hello, come on now. There we go. Turn sideways so you can see the changes we're going to make. If we were going to go African, we pull the slider all that way, or all this way. Asian. And then all Caucasian. All right. So that's how we start it. Hello, let's go back. It's been so long. And of course, you use the different buttons than you use in Blender, so it gets confusing. Alrighty, so we've got our start. Next, we're going to go to gender. Gender is where we pick what kind of genitals, which will tell, really if it's male or female. Now, something interesting, guys, you might actually love this. Genitals. If you're a guy, you can actually make yourself an Avi with bits. Good luck finding clothes that'll cover it. Okay? Okay. Now, ladies and guys, if you pay attention to the ladies in world, you might recognize how these breasts go. Kind of hard to tell like this, I know, because they're covered, but you might still get the idea what breasts are shaped like that. And if you're thinking Maitreya Belisa, there you go, ding ding ding, winner winner. That's right. It's my belief that they were all made from a base MakeHuman Avi. All right, and then firmness, and then you can move them up. You can move them way down. Granny boobs. Okay. You were thinking it. I had to get it out of the way. Alrighty. You can change how far apart they are, how close they are. And then we'll go. Do you want them like Madonna's bras from the 80s? Super pointy, or not pointy at all, or somewhere in the middle. Volume, That's how rounded they're going to be across the top too, like globes. How not rounded. So we'll just keep them right about there. You can pick out the nipple size, which of course you can't see because it's a female, so I can't show you the nipples. And then if they're going to be really pointy or not pointy at all. And I'm going to make these not pointy at all. Oops. Or did I just go the wrong way? I may have gone the wrong way. Oops, let's see. Yeah, see, hard to tell with the clothes on. But I think that made them really pointy, so we're just going to take those out. All right. Then you can change, the face. You've got sliders for the head shape, angle, everything, whether it's an oval, rectangular, square, and then you do the forehead, eyebrows. I mean, all these things to the right here you can change. The torso, you can change how it's lining up. Come on. Its depth. Kind of funny, huh? We see everything. All right, and then undo. all these options, you can do this. And move depth. Let me see if this is one. Yep, this is one. So that can line it up more like a little bit like the SL skeleton, buttocks. You can give it a bit of boom. There you go. Pelvis, will tone it. And then the genital volume. Now, I'm going to actually make that way down to nothing. I think that was the right way. Again, hard to tell. Let me see. Yeah. And stomach. So you give it muscle tone. Hard to see with her hands in the way, I know. Or give it a belly. So I'm going to just a wee bit of a belly. I think women should have a little bit of a rounded belly. And then the navel bump, you can make it really obvious or not obvious. And you can even position if it's higher or lower. I usually set it a little bit lower, to be honest, because I think it lines up better with the skins. Of course, that will be a whole separate video, okay, later down the road. And then you can do arms and legs, the fingers, the depth, the hands, scale them, and it gives you a whole host of other options. All right, so it's similar to the sliders you're used to in SL, okay? And you can randomize it. I don't know why you'd want to custom stuff, which we can't do. And measure, like if you really wanted to figure out what you're doing, but I'm not doing that either. So there. Okay. Then to export it, once you've got it all figured out, you want to go back to geometries. Okay, now right now it's click to hide faces under clothes. We don't want to do that. Unclick that. Okay, because otherwise what would happen is we would take this into Blender and with it clicked and everything that's under the clothes wouldn't exist anymore. So we take that off. Okay, and oh, you can also pick out some kind of ugly hair, but I like the bob actually. You might recognize this from the starter Avies. This is actually how I made it from in here. It's a cute hairdo. The braid, ditto. There's a ponytail. And then of course there's the guy's hair. Or it could be girls, could be anything. But I think for this we're just going to go with none. Now, a couple things. You don't have to put teeth in. You can. You don't have to. Eyes. If you're going to go with eyes, make sure you pick the low poly eyes. Okay. You don't need to do eyelashes, and you don't need to do a tongue. Okay. You can if you want to. Then when you're all ready, you've got everything picked out, you're going to go to, put it back on modeling for now, and we're going to save it. Or export it. Okay. Export button. Okay. On here, make sure the feet are on the ground. Y up, face C is fine. This is the one you want to change from decimeters to meters. Okay? Because if you click it on decimeters, you're going to get something that's so off scale it's not even funny. But in meters, it'll be on scale. You want it to go as a collada. Pose animate. We want to go to this tab. All right, we're going to tell it no skeleton. That's fine. But what we do want to do, go here. Why isn't it going there? Pose animate. Oh, they've changed it on me. Sorry. So I'm going to go to pose. And what we want to do, all the way down to T-pose. Now, they didn't used to have this either when I first started playing with this 5 years ago, maybe 6 years now, okay? You had to work with the default A pose, which is really a pain in the butt. But now we get a T pose to work with, and that's how we want to export it out, because that's how we need to rig it. But that's down the road too. Now, yes, you're either going to need Avastar, or you're going to need to come to me and ask really nicely, Noxie, will you rig it, please? But we're not there yet, okay? Apparently we can put expressions on this too. Let's see. We can do, what's boredom look like? Let's zoom in on this for you guys. There we go. There's boredom. That doesn't look any different. It looked different before. Oh, I see. We got to pick it from here then. Okay, let's do anger. Ha! Boring. Aw. Determination. Disgust. Oh, this is so funny. You could put in... You can put a face on it. They didn't used to have this either. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, laugh. Sad. Okay, so let's just go back to none. Interesting. Okay. And back to export. Click on this, export. It's going to be a collada. You can make it a wavefront if you wanted, either one, collada or wavefront. And then you would give it a name. You know, Serena's Mesh Avatar Test 1, whatever you want. Export it. You would click this, and then it puts it in a file with the textures, okay? And then you can export them into Blender. But that'll be a different vid. This today was just how to play around with it, look at it, have fun with it. Hugs. See you in class.